Hello and welcome to another edition of CSBJ Radio. I am your host, Greg Wilson, the owner and publisher of Connection Small Business Journal. You can find us online at www.connectmybusiness.me. Again, that's www.connectmybusiness.me. Follow us, connect with us online, utilizing social media. We literally utilize pretty much every social media platform: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, specifically Snapchat, Pinterest even. Simply do a search for us at Connect My Biz. Again, that's at Connect My Biz, B-I-Z-Z. And for those of you who have tuned in to our radio show down through the years, we do have a major announcement coming in just a matter of days. So continue to stay tuned with us. And we started a new segment. Last week, we recorded a conversation with a new entrepreneur there in Columbus, Georgia. Mr. Bryant, who has Dress Right Dress Productions company there in Columbus, Georgia. And we're going to continue that conversation with a new entrepreneur, but this time not in Columbus, Georgia, but Birmingham, Alabama, my hometown, my stomping grounds. Can I say that? Stomping?
Yes.
I can say stomping grounds, all right? So this lady I met, I'm not sure, I'll do, a formal introduction before I give some history on she and I. But Tarius?
Yes.
Griffin.
Yes.
She's the owner here of On Top Weddings and Event Planning in the beautiful Magic City.
Yes.
So how have you been?
I've been great. I've been really great. Yes.
Just great?
Yeah, I've been wonderful, blessed.
Wonderful, blessed.
All of it.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
All of the above.
All of the above. You and I met, I believe, maybe a year or so ago. And through continued conversations, I began to find out a little bit more about you, your business. So let's talk about that today. Again, I want to have literally what this segment is called, Conversations with a New Entrepreneur. You've been in business, quite honestly, for how many years?
I guess about 3.
About 3,
yes.
3 years. All right. So you're not that new, but like I said earlier, you're new to me. So
yes.
On Top Weddings and Event Planning. Tell us a little bit more about that.
On Top Wedding and Event Planning is my baby that I decided to build. I decided to build because of me and my husband was planning our wedding, and that was the birth of it. I was kind of frustrated for doing all the work myself as opposed to my wedding planner. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but, the truth is the truth.
Well, it's out there now.
Yes.
And I'm not going to delete this podcast. So.
That's fine.
All right.
That's fine.
So you had a wedding planner,
mm-hmm.
and this individual's company did not perform up to your expectations.
Exactly.
Okay. And
yes.
so from that,
yes.
that created in you or birthed in you
yes.
the desire to do it for yourself.
For On Top, because I figured I would need to, or someone, or a wedding planner or event planner would need to put in all of the time that's necessary to make that client happy. And at that point, I wasn't happy, and I figured something has to be done. Someone has to do this the right way, and there we go.
Wow. And we're going to dig just a little bit deeper, but to that, it's just amazing to me, as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur, how many of us are like pushed into this almost. Something happens in our life that triggers this desire, this innate desire that, quite honestly, I believe is below the surface the entire time. And you believe that?
It was, yes, because I enjoy planning my daughter's birthday parties and my grandfather's birthday party and all of that. So yes, it's been there.
It's been there, and that was just the catalyst
yes.
to get this going.
Yes.
Your dissatisfied self.
Yes.
All right. So that's really interesting. So again, On Top Weddings and Event Planning. So the name in itself states a lot, but specifically, what do you do?
Specifically, what I do is I look for vendors in a venue for my clients. I do any type of research. I can help them put together a theme if they don't have a theme. If they can't come up with colors, I can help them get a color. I will be be able to manage the bridal shower, the bridal party. At the rehearsal, we get together and, I give directions. And they have to follow. And I have rules.
So you are an event planner, drill sergeant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because I expect the bridal party to show up on time.
Right.
I expect them to be looking right. I expect them not to want to be the show.
Right.
So yes. If that's what it is, drill sergeant, yes, I am.
Okay. And I like the name On Top, and I know just how you even arrived at that name. You want to go into that a little bit more?
Yes. The way I came up with On Top is me and my husband, at our wedding, I wanted to do a dance for my husband. On Top. You got My Love on Top by Beyonce, of course.
Right, okay.
And I'm like, I thought about that. Did not get a chance to do it, to perform it because of wedding plan. But anyway, did not get a chance to perform that or do it or anything like that. So I thought about it and I said, well, if I open up my business, that means I'm going to be on top of my duties, on top of everything as far as planning for my clients.
Mm-hmm.
So that just means, hey, I'm on top of it. I'm on top of the details. Whatever it takes, I am on top of it. So that's how I came with that name.
Okay. You've been in business now 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And, people have this, what I label as a misconception, if you will, or perception of what an entrepreneur is, what an entrepreneur does, what a small business owner is, or what a small business owner does. And they don't see what I label as the struggle, the sleepless nights, the day-to-day almost pulling out your hair. So having said that, what are some of the challenges? You don't have to list them all, because I know there's a plethora of them.
Yes.
I mean, anyone that's in business today has a plethora of challenges. But what are some of the challenges that you have found down through the years?
I have found, with me, turning it off. Late at night, and my husband can vouch for this, late at night, I'll get up, and if I'm working on an event, I'll get up and think about something, and, I'll come to my office, start researching, or I'll start putting things together, or I get in my kitchen on my table and start decorating things, or I'll send my client an email, not expecting them to return an email at 4 o'clock in the morning or 2 or 3 in the morning.
Right.
But yeah, turning it off has been a challenge for me, because I would just go at it. I would sit here and just go at it all day. That's one of the challenges for me.
One of the things that I know as well is that, we don't necessarily do a good job of that, and we're always plugged into the business. It's not like necessarily a 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or 11 at night, 7 in the morning job. When you walk away from the job, that's it. But you kind of take it with you. You take it to bed. You take it at the kitchen table. Mm-hmm. And if you're bad like me, you have your smartphone with you, like, all the time. And so, yes, there's always the social media posts and that sort of thing as well. Yes,
that is. I do agree. And, when you say that, I'm always having my phone. My husband be like, can you put that phone down for a while? You're in the bed. I'll be like, no. Because, one, if I have a client, I want to check and see, have they emailed me about something? Especially a bride. Mm-hmm. They may start to panic when they get closer to that time, and they may need someone to talk to, or to someone to talk to help ease their mind. So, and I let them know I'm here for you, 24/7. I am literally here, and so yeah, that's one of the things.
All right, so I feel it necessary to probably record another podcast and label that one "Turning It Off."
Yes,
because we do, and we have to turn it off. And we have families, we have extracurricular activities ourselves, and even though you want to be there for your client, and 9 times out of 10 you are there for your client 24/7, I believe that sometimes they can abuse those hours.
Yes. And I wouldn't say abuse. Not in my case. I wouldn't say abuse.
Well, maybe I'm talking about myself. I don't know.
Yes.
All right.
No.
So some of the challenge for you that you found in the past 3 years is just turning it off.
Yes.
So from a marketing perspective, and as a matter of fact, tomorrow we're doing the Power Hour in Columbus, Georgia. We're going to bring that here to Birmingham in a couple weeks. And that's going to be the topic tomorrow, dealing with, the marketing aspect of it. I mean, what have you found in the past 3 years that has worked for you from a marketing perspective that has helped your business?
Oh, wow. That is kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say, I guess some people's word of mouth
mm-hmm.
for them works. But for me, word of mouth is not working. So I think more so of me posting on my page, on my business page, posting on the Instagram, posting on the Pinterest, coming up with ideas on that podcast that I'm new to.
Yes. And congratulations with that, by the way.
Yes, thank you. That's a challenge to make a video of that. Yeah, it can get hard. And another thing as far as marketing is concerned, because I want to get to the point where I'm able to buy a lot of marketing materials
mm-hmm.
to put out there, just mail out and just give away, not just business cards,
right.
but
collateral for your business.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, ink pen. They're gonna pick that ink
right.
pen up and use it.
Right.
A cup. They're gonna drink out of that.
Right.
So that has been a little challenge for me.
Okay. I like the way the conversation is going. I think at this time, I want to play the commercial that you have, if you don't mind.
Yes, I don't mind. Of course not.
All right, so at this time, we're going to pause just for a quick commercial break. I believe the commercial runs about 42 seconds.
Yes.
And we'll be right back after these few commercials.
Sit back and enjoy the ride. We're gonna get it right. On time planning for the stress-free pride.
You have a vision for your wedding day. We can make it a reality. We have everything you will need to bring together your vision. We offer for weddings, day of services, partial planning, and full planning. And for your events, we offer baby shower, anniversaries, birthdays, and bridal showers. Call us today for your free initial consultation.
Alabama weather can be devastating. With tornadoes hitting the area year after year, not protecting your family can be risky. Safety Shelter can provide peace of mind in the most chaotic of circumstances. They have been engineering and manufacturing storm shelters to the highest quality for over 20 years right here in Hartselle, Alabama. They know exactly what it takes to keep your family safe and secure during severe weather. Their above-ground safe rooms are bolted to concrete and can withstand the weight of a house collapsing around you. Having survived a tornado themselves, the team at Safety Shelter is committed to providing you with the highest standard of safety that your family deserves. With their spring sale and affordable financing available, there is no better time to act. Call Liz at Safety Shelter right now, 1-800-462-3648. Again, that's 1-800-462-3648. Or go online to stormshelter.com. Make sure to ask Liz about your free WYDE consultation. Safety Shelter, safe and secure for any situation. Okay, welcome back to CSBJ Radio. I am your host, Greg Wilson, and we have been in a very lively conversation with Tarius.
Yes.
I'm not sure why I'm struggling with that.
That's okay. Or Tara for short.
Tara for short.
Yes.
I can handle Tara for short. Or T?
Yes.
All right. I can handle T even better. So again, we've been talking to Ms. Griffin about her business, On Top Weddings and Event Planning. She is based out of Birmingham, Alabama, has been in business for 3 years. She's talked about some of her challenges as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur. But I want to shift gears just a little bit. With those challenges, and knowing just how critical, the life of an entrepreneur is, or just how even critical small business is, even to our economy here in the state of Alabama, in the United States. What advice